What is going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Tyler Lego Guy here, and today we're doing the oldest catalog that's hit this series so far, and that is the 1989 Lego catalog. I was shocked to find out how old this was, and honestly, there's some pretty cool surprises I found in this catalog. Yeah, actually, really interesting. I did not expect them to have certain things that they had back then. But yeah, enough talk. Let's get right into it. So to start, as you guys can see, we got a very nice look of a very nice looking pirate ship. I believe that's the Barracuda pirate ship from the late 80s. And then we also, you can see there's a normal city guy, knight, and a space, probably a Unitron guy right here. So anyways, very nice. It looks like this just reminds me of Peter Pan. That's part of the reason I just love this cover. So opening it up, this is pretty cool. Duplo has been around for a while. So Duplo's been around before a lot of us been born, including myself. Yeah, so right here, Duplo, they have the ages 3 to 12, basic. Legoland 6 to 12. So you can see the pirate ships, castle, and space. Great themes. They've served Lego really well over the years. Then we have trains. And then what's interesting is we have Technic, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Ages 7 to 14. And then they actually had sort of an adult, not quite an adult, but 9 to 16. Although that kid looks like he's like 10. But still, they had like more heavy duty models, and we'll get into those. So right in the beginning, we have Duplo. So I'm not really interested in this. I know a lot of you guys aren't either, but it's interesting to see what they were doing back then with that category. They also had trains, some more Duplo. Okay, I gotta try not rip this. It's falling apart. This is very old, and I feel bad. Then we have some basic Lego, so that's pretty cool. It honestly just looks like mixed. Oh, I guess that's normal. Just very Duplo vibes, but it is basic normal pieces. Yeah, anyways, interesting. Moving on, let's get out of that stuff. We got the pirate theme. Now, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that is the Barracuda, Black Seas Barracuda, Forbidden Island. Just right off the bat, they did such a good job. El Dorado, Fortress, Caribbean Clipper. So the good guys always had a boat, but it was always much smaller than the bad guys' boat. Until 2009, and we'll get into that. And one of the really interesting areas I found about this catalog is they had cannons that really worked. These are shooting cannons back in 89. I mean, I don't know why they had these in the late 80s, and then they went to the normal cannons that didn't shoot for years. Like in the 90s, any of the cowboy theme, pirate theme, they all didn't have shooting cannons. And then they got back into shooting cannons. So I don't know what to take of that. Apparently there's a feature to a shark with strong jaws. I guess they're referring to this shark right here. Anyways, pretty cool. Love that little scene. Anyways, I just thought I'd center in on that shooting cannon because I did not think Lego was doing them. Then we have the excitement on the high seas. Okay, it's the coastal rescue base. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, this isn't pirates. So yeah, interesting. It's just like a little town that's on the water. Nothing's really screaming water to me. I guess that is a boat, but pretty interesting seeing where city was back then. Moving on, we got some more city sets. So what's really cool is back in the day, they had light and sound mobile police truck. So this actually made sound and it lit up. And Lego was really into that back in the day. The rescue helicopter looks like it has light and sound as well. I love these little old race tracks. I think I actually managed to get one of these old little race cars. But mine was from the early 90s. Moving on, holiday home with camper. Really old, but that's so awesome. I love all these old sets. We got a big rig truck shop, so that's pretty cool. They got a truck shop, and then they always have these nice little scenes. One thing you'll notice is everybody has a happy face. Actually, I just want to check real quick. Okay, Brickbeard, that face has been around for years. See, he was one of the few minifigs that actually had a face. So anyways, that's kind of cool because most of them, as you guys can see, everybody is just smiling. They're all a bunch of happy faces, which is okay, but it's honestly kind of boring. Moving on, this is pretty cool. This is the old space system. Awesome looking theme. I mean, look at these vibrant colors. Like, they all kind of look like they're all in the same. Okay, the space lockup is included in these. Okay, that's a pretty cool looking ship. It is kind of fat looking, the red and black one, but still pretty cool. And the monorail, I believe the trains worked. You can see how space has progressed. The 90s sets look a lot like these, but this is kind of where they all sort of started. And this was the Space Police, not Unitron. Just correcting myself there. But yeah, very cool looking theme. I love that little prison, which they kind of incorporated into some of the Lego Movie 2 sets. Moving on, we have all the sets here. So yeah, pretty cool. Futuron's in here as well. Blacktron. So Blacktron was the red and yellow guys. So very nice looking theme. Then we have the Space Police, which is the red and black. And then the Futuron, which was blue and black, which kind of looks a lot like the Explorines, which we'll see in the 90s. And as you guys can see, Magma Carrier with flashing lights and sirens. So I mean, even smaller sets had these batteries in them, which is absolutely awesome. I love the creativity with Lego. Again, they had no themes that they were going off of. They were making everything themselves, which sometimes ran them into problems because they didn't know if it was popular or not, but other times it really worked out. Here's the fantastic castle system. If you notice, everything's called system at the end of it just because it was part of the Lego system. It's kind of interesting. I love the look of these. I mean, look how simple that looks, but look how awesome it is. Like that looks like an authentic castle, as simple as it is. Black Monarch's castle. I mean, and they don't do that anymore. Castle minifigures. A pack like this would be worth like, I mean, nowadays that's rare. That'd be worth like $50, $100. But back then you could pick up stuff like that for like $5. Like Lego just does not do that anymore. Just minifig packs. You could build your army just with that. I love, it's just Robin Hood against the wicked King John. And the Sheriff of Nottingham, very much those vibes I'm getting from these castle sets. Love the castle theme. Then moving on, we have trains. So pretty cool. They had working trains back in the day. I had a friend that actually owned this set, and it was a pretty cool looking set. I believe it was this set. If it wasn't that, it was very similar. Then we have the Technic. So Technic's been around a long time. They've been around like 30 years. Moving on, we got some more Technic. I actually like these ones quite a bit. They didn't have the big, oversized, stupid minifigs. Oh, actually, they did. Those guys have been around a long time. I do not like him. I don't like that minifig. Whatever you want to call him. He's almost like a poorly detailed action figure. Then we got the model team. This was really interesting. I never knew this existed. So as you can see, they have off-road 4x4, the Formula 1 racer. Looks like they got a big semi-rig, highway rig. And what's really cool is you could even put motors in them, so they could even drive. So this was their theme for almost like the Ultimate Collector series of the 80s. If you want to call it that. These are their really detailed models. I think that's absolutely awesome, and I did not know Lego did that. This was another really cool thing. You could buy all these little accessory packs back in the day. For Duplo, which I don't really care for, but you could buy batteries, train. Oh, this piece has been around a long time. I never knew that. Okay. Accessories, you know, if you wanted space accessories, they had it all. Train accessories. If you wanted Technic accessories, Technic connectors. So really cool little train things. And then the back here, I thought this was cool too. They had a town minifigures. Trees and flowers, almost like that plant set that we got nowadays. They just had a set full of trees for $5.95 Canadian, which works out to maybe like $4.50 US. Although I don't know what the currencies were like back in the day, that long ago. They had signs, road maps. So I mean, just really cool. And then I really wish I could get that. Okay, so $9 Canadian. So about $7 US, you could have all these minifigs. Lego does not do that at all anymore. Those would all be considered CMFs, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that pretty well does this catalog. I actually really enjoyed it, but let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like these sets or do you not? If you own any of them, yeah, maybe what your personal favorite are. I'm gonna have to go with Pirates and Castle, although the space is great too. They're all really good themes. So many good stuff in this old 1989 catalog. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any other catalogs that I put out. I'm trying to put these out once every 2 weeks, just because I do like doing this series. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.